Good morning from Rita's Roost and the Quilted Chicken Farm. Well, this is just going to be a morning vlog, and I'm just going to show you and tell you what I've been working on. And I have went back to working on this one. You remember our little block swap we did last year? Well, I have all those blocks. There are some on that wall and some on this wall, and I have been putting. I've been putting the sashing and the cornerstones on a bunch of them, but I had started it doing one way last year, like this and the Charlotte Villas here, but I couldn't find this yellow fabric that I was using, so I'm having to rip those off and redo them so they all match. But it's going to be so pretty, and I still haven't decided what to do with this barn. This barn here has everybody's name on it that participated, and it's the cutest thing. And I think, you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to put all my blocks together, and I think I've got 25 of them. I think I found everybody's. I lose things and forget things and all, but I think I have 25 of them, so it'll be 5 by 5. And I think I'm going to put them all together, and then I think I'm going to applique this barn in the center of them. And maybe not, it won't cover them up, it'll cover some of them up just a little bit, but they'll still be in the quilt. I'm not going to be the quilt place, but some of the blocks that weren't just as perfect as the others, I may kind of just let a little bit of them show and not the whole block. I'm not being judgmental about the blocks because I appreciated everybody doing them, but some of them, this one, Lisa did this one, and Marla, I think yours is up here. Oh, tell me if I'm wrong, Marla, is that one yours? If you watch this video, is this one Marla's? And this is Beth. Beth did that one, and Beth is the one that did the barn for me. She made that. So that's coming along, and I think I have a plan. But what else have I been doing? You know let me get this one. I put this over here so I could show you. No, not that one. I got 2 or 3 going here. This one, let's scoot my chair back just a little bit. This was our sampler one. And I've got all that one border on it. Aren't they pretty? This is going to be a pretty one. Uh-oh, I didn't trim that off. I sew it on there and then I trim it off. But I've got these others cut, and so I'm going to put them together and put them around it too, and then that'll be ready for the quilt machine. So there's that one. So I'm going to do that too when I'm working down here at this house. Yeah, I think I cut 8 of them. So there's this project. Let me scoot it out of the way. I'm going to get these things. I am. And then I've got 2 or 3 more. I've got my cross quilt that I'm going to go back and work on. And this one, this scrappy one, I shouldn't have started this one, but I did. And I put that border, that little white strip all around those blocks. And I'm going to pick another color. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a red or a blue, but I'm going to make it pop with one of those a darker strip around it. I'll probably cut it 5.5 inches, 5 inches. This one though, I just love this one. It was scrappy. And y'all have seen it, so that's that one. And what else have I got to talk about? I said I've got to finish making these little pretty ones and get them all sewed together. But I've got to get I've got to get my seam ripper, and I've got to fix some of those. I've got to fix some of those that I'm gonna have to redo. But I'll get it. Oh, there's my seam ripper. I've got these pieces cut for that. So these 3 projects are down here. At the other house, I've got some other things up there. At the quilt house, I've got quilts on the quilt machine and more I've got to do. And it's Sunday. I am going to sew on Sunday. Oh, I've done, see, I had the names written on them. Christy. Oh, I bet this one was Christy's. And I'm going to have to redo that and write on them. Maybe I ought to get my embroidery machine out that I hardly ever use and embroider those names. But Christy sent that block from Oregon. And I've got everybody else's here too. I do. That one was Charlotte's. I was redoing this one. This was from Nancy, our treasured home. And this one, let me get this one out of here. This one was a cutie that Peggy Lynn did. She put a lot of work into that one. It needs to go up there beside the barn, don't it? And I put the little house that Sandra Kay did by the little barn. Sheila Gage did that one. I remember that one. And some of them have the names on them. Janie. Let me think. Rowena's is here. Oh, Rowena's is hanging over there. Laura Austin, Linda Denton, Sharon Johnson, Pam Eve, Susan Munger. I'm reading the names on some of those over there. But, one more thing. Did I tell you that I had a mouse in the house? I don't remember if I told you that, but I've set a mouse trap. Maybe I can catch that pesky little mouse. But I went out, there's a refrigerator on the porch as you come in the door out there. And this morning I noticed that when I had the little grandsons here the other day and we went down to the creek, well, they're what are they? 13 and 11, I think their ages. But I found this stuff on top of my refrigerator. One of the little boys had left it there. I remember when they picked up this rock, they said, it looks like Oklahoma. And so they saved this rock. And I think that it looks like a black walnut, an old black walnut. And then there's this little hickory nut that they brought in. Isn't that sweet? I bet their little pockets were just full of things. But they saved them. They forgot to take them home with them, but they've left them here at Grandma's house, and that's okay. Now tomorrow, one of the grandsons' birthdays tomorrow, and I think he may be doing things with his mom and daddy and not with Grandma. But when he gets ready, I'll take him back fishing again, because Thomas is the one that kept asking to go fishing, so I'll take him fishing again. But like I said, sometimes their mom and daddy do things with each one of them on their birthday because their birthdays come so close together. So tomorrow, happy birthday to grandson Thomas. All right, I'm going to get off here. I'm not going to work in this house today. I'm going to go up and work on the quilt machine. So maybe I'll see y'all up there after a while. Come and visit with me at my quilt shop. All right, bye y'all. See you later. Y'all have a blessed Sunday.